Deer camp, rifle season. 24, we got snow. My buddy Dave over there, we're gonna take a couple practice shots, get our guns sighted in. Tomorrow's a big day.
Smell the gunpowder.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
I start wanting to talk and he puts the camera down.
He talks a lot.
It's all hot air. I got this old 243 here.
Is that what you're using? I think my sister has the same gun. She's 12.
Well, that needs lubed up a little bit. About an inch low and right. Peterman.
What's up, dude?
I got my gear. We're getting ready to get out. Snow's crunchy. There's only about an inch and a half, but the wind's gonna pick up today. We're gonna do a little riding around here at light, see if we can see some tracks from last night. I rode all these areas yesterday. There was no tracks, no buck tracks, so we're gonna see what we can find this morning and get a hold of Bo. We say he'll come drag our deer. He didn't want us to leave camp last night, huh?
Bo?
Yeah, tagged out. He wants to hang out and party all night.
Yeah, he was trying to bring us down.
He was. I said, we got to go, Bo. I don't know what that was all about. So you're going to sleep in? I was up at 3:30 today.
Yeah.
Couldn't sleep. First day of gun. Look on that side, there's a buck track. Peak spotter is a buck track here. I don't think it's a big one. I don't think it's a big buck. He is a buck. That's what was making all that noise. We'll get that bolted back up this afternoon.
Yeah, what do you got going on with your car, Johnny?
What do you mean?
What's going on? It's falling apart, the whole Subaru.
Fine.
Easy.
We're gonna go out this road here. At that point. Sneak down. There's a buck track here. Maybe. Yeah, probably a bit. We get around 1700 and look down a hill. I said, we're not going to ruin this spot. If it's too noisy, we're getting out of here. The ground's frozen. We got hardly any snow in these hemlocks. It's crunchy. But we're going to peek over this. We've got a transition right here. We might peek over and see what we can see. Maybe hang out a little bit. Well, we hunted this morning. Did a little steel hunting along with some crunchy ass snow. Saw a couple doe. Guy shot a doe out there on a point. Good old boy. He got some meat for his freezer. We'll go over toward that fenced in area. We'll get a little sandwich here. The wind's picking up now. On the top it's good, but we were down on that hillside. Ain't no wind to sneak around. It's crunchy as hell. We got a camera way out on this point. We're gonna walk his bottom road. Kind of heading northeast. We'll go around the bend, past the camera, work up to that camera, grab it, and then hunt our way around this hill. We come up this old road, like up in this drain. You can see a good ways. We're eating our sandwich.
You were taking a shit.
I dropped the kids off at the pool. Not the pool, at the ski slope. And I look like a deer's head, just ears, nose, looking. I grab my binoculars. There's a buck laying probably 120 yards away, and he's probably about 120-inch deer. He got up, his body wasn't huge. He finally had enough of us, even watching us. He snuck down there. And no one's been back here. We're gonna hike up his drain a little further, and we might get up on that hill. There's an old tram road, probably hike it back. I'd say there's a good deer somewhere here. This little bench, we're on a little bit of a leeward side. We had a camera kind of on the face or the point in these hemlocks, but it kind of the west wind's going right through them hemlocks. There's a trail, a little bit of side, but most of it's on this leeward side.
She's behind that rock.
That's a buck, Pete. See him?
No, I can't see him.
He ain't bad. He might be a shooter. Yeah, I see him. I'm on bad, Pete. He's skinny. You want to shoot him?
I don't know. What's he look like?
Alright, he's just facing away. I just need him to turn.
Alright.
That little one's right below him. Can you see that?
I can't see.
It's all red though, right?
Yeah, it's all red.
Alright, good.
Alright, I think he's in the view here.
Yeah.
Can you zoom in after you?
Yeah.
I shoot him.
His ass is towards me. I'll just let him turn a little.
I'm thinking he's in the view here. Yeah, I see him.
Alright, you ready? Yeah.
Is that him running to the right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got him. Tell him what we got here. How do I zoom out? Pete,
Just twist that one lever.
Pete shot a deer on the other hill.
We're gonna go look for some blood. Got that sweet pull out, and Johnny hasn't been buying groceries. I'm real hungry, so.
Remember where he was, Pete?
To the right of this cherry tree, right?
Yeah, he's right, yeah. Might be that big old 6-point. Huh, Pete? Where's he at?
Should just be down there.
Pete just saw him down here. Watch him break his horns. Yeah. That's a cool deer, dude. Check that out.
Dude.
That's pretty wild. I never seen that deer before. I think maybe I do got him on a camera somewhere. That's a pretty wild buck, man.
Yeah, it is. We were still hunting all day. We saw probably about 8 does and 4 bucks.
That thing's wide, huh?
Yeah.
He's got some character to
He's a
him.
goofy one. Kind of like me, you know?
Yeah.
Goofy guy has to shoot the goofy buck.
Hopefully you got some good footage of him.
Get to test out the meat pole too. That's what I'm excited about. Some fresh back straps. We actually walked probably 50 yards above that.
Above him this morning,
Earlier
maybe probably
in the day.
more, yeah. It's his leeward side.
Yeah.
Where them deer were feeding, the
Yeah,
leeward
and that's
side.
where we bumped the other one on the leeward side, the next valley over.
And them hemlocks on that face, there was no deer in there, but that's pretty wild.
We got he died at the bottom of the hill.
It's nice. We got a
We have a long walk.
300-400 foot elevation.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Alright, Johnny, where are we going?
Hey man, we're going after a buck. We are going out this road. We're going to drop down in this drain and just kind of hike back. We don't have much of a wind. Snow is, it's not bad. It's what's underneath. It's crunchy. You get under some pines or hemlocks where there isn't any snow, it's crunchy as hell. See if we can't find a track, do a little, just hike, man. Let's just hiking. Going after the big boy today. So we got snow still coming down. It's, well, just after daylight here. We're just gonna try to walk this top 8 feet here in the winter. See if we can catch a track. We got a decent, we could see down the hill pretty good, so that's gonna help us with all the snow that's on the lids. We're just gonna walk here, out this way, get the wind in our favor, and just work back this way along the edge of the ridge and kind of glass down, maybe catch a track, see where they're feeding last night. Or like recently, because tracks from last night are going to be hard to read. There's so much snow coming down. We got what we wished for though, some snow. crazy, dude.
How did he let you do that?
He was laying right there in that pond. Dude, that was nuts, wasn't it?
Oh my God.
Did you
Did you even have a shell in?
Yeah, it fucking clicked. It fucking misfired. Then I shot him. He's looking right at me.
Dude, he was just standing there looking at you. That's a big buck. That's a big buck.
That's a 145, 150 inch deer. That was wild.
This is crazy. Johnny goes, right there. So I'm digging the GoPro out of my pants and I get it filming and it's just stopped there. And I hear Johnny click. And then he's fumbling around with the gun. The buck's just sitting there looking at him.
Crazy. He was laying there. There was snow. He jumped up. Just snow went everywhere, dude. That thing was caught in my vest like this. I'm like this. And I'm trying to follow him. I had it up on 7-power. I'm following him and then he just stopped and looked back. He didn't know what we were. And then I misfired. And I was able to get another shell in it. And I'm like, I think he's still standing there because I seen his nose and his neck, and I just put it right down here.
Yeah, when I saw you shoot, I just saw him like nosedive.
Let's go to bed.
We jumped him at about 20 yards, 25 yards, right over there. He's behind this little blowdown.
So yeah, we walked that top, and the wind was blowing this way. That bluff makes them stay down in here with that south wind. They're always here in the winter. And I was just thinking we were hiking through, this is the best time. You could just hike through and you could sneak right up on them. This powder's great, you know. And usually this trees breaking out, they're always moving, but this sucker been laying here a while.
You should tell him how many freaking people we've seen up here hunting too.
Well, in this area, we've seen boot tracks and your guy's been in here. I mean, up where in other places, we just went here because I was kind of waiting for the snow, and I know these wintering areas where these deer end up getting. Usually I find sheds in that in January, but I think with this heavy snow, they moved into these areas. So I figured let's try these areas where they're feeding. I don't want to go way back in the woods. We got places way off the road, but let's start just local so we don't get stuck. He's still sleeping.
He is.
He's been hiking out. He's been hiking a lot.
Hey, Pete.
Bo, we just shot a monster.
Really?
We were walking through the woods. Remember that time I first met you right there, that parking spot?
Yeah.
They're down over, if you walk north, they're down in that bottom, so we're just hiking. He was bedded like 10 yards away. He jumped up and he ran out to 50 and just stopped.
Johnny misfired. He's sticking with his gun.
My first shell didn't click, and I was able to get another shell, and he just kept standing there. I shot him. We didn't even go find him yet. But
Really?
yeah.
Dude,
it was crazy.
awesome.
It was sick, man.
It was crazy.
So you think he went down?
Yeah, he hit him
buckled
hard.
good. He was looking at me at 50 yards. I shot him right in the chest. So we're gonna keep on him. If you ain't doing nothing, meet us here. I know the roads are bad. It's up to you.
I'll come out there.
My car's parked right there. As soon as you hit that road, right, a pull off right there. We're probably 300 yards, 400 yards down in the woods, but we're gonna keep on this track. We'll shoot you a text.
Okay.
All right, man. See ya.
See you, bud.
Sounds good. See ya.
He hasn't bled an ounce.
Is he an 8?
Oh, that's a good buck.
That's a big old 8, huh?
The drag crew.
Congrats. Sick, man. Oh, man. What a hammer. big 8.
Oh man.
I think last year, gun season, we bumped him twice. We tried driving.
Yeah.
And then it was like the end of the season. We tried putting a drive on, and he run out the side. And we had a guy the next day out the side.
I remember this story.
And he let the drivers walk up to him. We walked up to him. And he went out, and he just went behind us. But that's the first spot we went was where he was bedded. And then we just worked across this bottom 8 feet, and he was laying in a brush pile, and he just exploded. Snow went on. I'm like, oh. And then I couldn't get him in a scope because he was so close. Then he stopped at 50. Jet the shell, and I'm like, I'm 90% sure he's still standing there, like his body was behind the trees. I could, and you know, the snow and my scope, a little bit of snow in your scope, and I saw his muzzle barely in like deer brown in his white patch. I'm like 90% sure he's still standing there. And when I shot, I just seen, you know, he hunched up and he ran probably 50 yards.
When he clicked on it, I was thinking, oh, when he re-racks, he's also jammed. I'm pretty sure. You had to mess around with it.
I think I was too.
No, you were, dude. You were.
But most of his body was behind a tree, and he just had I think he felt. He was behind that pine. He run and stood behind it. Remember that pine? We walked up, and I think he just had. So he felt like secure. His body was hidden.
I think this is your time of year, man. When I think of Johnny Stewart, I think of tracking in the snow.
He probably was there before light. We found his tracks going into his bed. I was out 4:30 this morning driving around, but you couldn't find. I found one good set, but nothing you could follow. So it worked out. I know they feed in here in the winter. All right, man. Let's get him dragging. We're not far either. What? 150 yards?
Yeah.
That's cool.
He does. That's wild.
Oh, his nose is still bleeding. The heart, back strap, everybody gotta have a heart. It's mandatory. Even if it's a little heart. His deer was rutted down. Look at the neck on this.
His neck.
Yeah.
It was just skinny, I think.
Mine was rutted down too.
Yeah.
This one's got a giant body on it. What did you do? You cut your screws?
Gotta have a heart. Dude, this thing's gonna be good.
Oh yeah. You're gonna get to do it, Johnny. We're gonna eat loins, be able to sit in the hot tub.
Oh man.
Look at the deer.
Drink a beer.